Hello and welcome to a classic ISIS between Duris and the little one. Little one playing as Aeon. Going first land, a couple P-Gens, looks like 4 mass extractors with the ACU. And of course Duris, Cybran, extremely good player. Going first land as well. I'd like to say big thanks to TLO and of course TVO and Garley for that whole Forge Alliance Forever release show. It was really awesome. 7 hours of pure goodness with some organization mixed in between, but it was really nice. And the interview with the little one was like music to my ears. I gotta say, it was a great comparison of StarCraft and Supreme Commander. It was really nice to hear. Of course, I don't know how many people would actually appreciate what was said, but at least there are some people who do. Looks like for the most part engineers coming out for this factory from the little one. And now scout final after first 3 Engies. Looking at Duris, he's got a Hydra started. He's got a whole bunch of land planned, and he does have an engineer coming out. Looks like the engineer is coming across while the ACU is going to go to the closer choke point. So early on it's really a battle in a 1v1 ISIS. I haven't seen a 1v1 ISIS since it was in the ranked pool. Definitely a 2v2 map. It looks like an air factory coming up for the little one. 1 land, 1 air versus all that land. So that should make it pretty nice. We got these scouts from the little one kind of bunching up together. He will find out that there is a mantis coming in to the bottom, and the ACU for the little one is still undecided. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go to the bottom. He's got to prevent this engineer from stealing his mass, because on top we're seeing almost, yeah, that was the first kill of the game, the hunter versus the scout. Looks like interceptors for the little one. No attacking units yet, and here comes a bomber for Duris. It looks like these engineers a little quicker for the little one, grabbing on the expansion. And this Engie here from Duris, a big difference in this game so far. Taking the mass that doesn't belong to him. Here come the interceptors from the little one. He's gonna find out he's being robbed. And really the little one, minimal rating. He had 2 of those scouts to see that he wasn't going to be raided, and otherwise no flares, no auroras, no bombers. Kind of surprising. But with these interceptors, of course, he has total recon. He knows there's ACU on this choke point. Probably saw the mantis. He's going to try to prevent those mass extractors and auroras. Plus scouts moving into position. And here comes the transport. The flares are ready. We're going to see a ghetto from the little one here, a minute for 30. One thing to note, yeah, we do see an air factory finally. Looks like a total of 3 4th land factory coming up for Duris and a single air factory. We're also seeing flak coming out for Duris. And this ghetto is going to go and hit the ACU right away. Interesting. Looks like yet another ghetto. So it's going to be at least 2 ghettos. I think TLO is thinking he might actually kill this ACU. Of course, that's wishful thinking. We do see a bit of an air fight plus flak. So that ghetto and 6 dead flares. I think it was a questionable decision. That ghetto could have been very nice at raiding here in the back, taking out all that flak for Cybran flak so weak. So TLO has another chance to make this right. See the ACU for him. Get in the factory, but here at minute 6, you're going to see Duris reclaimed 4600. Does have power problems, total of plus 570. While the little one only 1100 reclaim. We really got robbed by that engineer. 3000 mass difference. You can see the power actually for these 2 players very similar, but Duris attempting to use up a lot more than he has. TLO actually still has a couple wrecks if he wants. If he wants to get him, and the ghetto keeps on fighting. And yet another ghetto destroyed by Duris Air Force. Although it does look like numbers for the little one if there was a fight now. Although this is a lot of flak for Duris. Don't want to fly here. Whole bunch of flares for the little ones playing defense. A wall going up. Looks like he's going to go with defensive strategy here, cutting out his main bases. And an air battle. Very similar numbers. That appears Duris is going to win. He does have all this anti-air and support. So the little one losing map control, it seems like, at least slightly, and losing the air battle, and losing a bit of a mass. So far things not going his way. And Duris actually with a point defense here. That's very defensive. There's really no way he would need that. And here comes a land assault. First land assault from Duris. A point defense, a very timely point defense. Another one started, and it is going to be finished. 2 point defenses here. This one really needs to be finished. It's right there. Perhaps somebody will do it. There is some artillery coming in for Duris to take care of the problem, but the ACU together with the point defense is very difficult to break through, as well as now tech to gunships. Looks like the little one won tech to air. Getting some tech to power. A lot of build capacity for swift ones, and a tech to gunship. It looks like air still belongs to Duris, however. These interceptors from Duris looking for that gunship, and they are going to find it. 6 kills on the gunship before it dies. Didn't even leave a wreck. Of course, a swift one is good, but not 3v1. But now it's 2 swift ones. Yeah, now it looks like tech to air is going to pay off now. However, at the same time, a successful drop from Duris, 6 manti, are going to do damage. There's some tech to mask ejectors here for TLO. The worst possible spot to put the tech 2 mask ejector, although other ones were tech 2, and here we're going to see the manti versus Aurora versus flares. And actually, it looks like the flares do have the numbers. The manti will be killed. These ones were upgrading. This has been great to kill a couple of these. So, bit of actually a pretty big loss there for the little one, losing a tech to mask ejector. And here we're seeing Cybran artillery versus tech 1 point defense. And once they break through that, TLO is probably going to have to use his ACU. He's getting an upgrade. Looking at Duris at his base, he's got tech to power, tech to land. Pretty big air spam, actually going tech 3 air now. That should be interesting, and it appears that the little one also going tech 3 air after a couple tech to power generators. Tech to gunships once again. That gunship was taken out by Duris. Tech 2 versus tech 1 air, but numbers for Duris, it's a very close fight. As well as tech to land now moving through for the little one. He's got tech 2 on the ACU. He's going to try to make some tech to point defenses to stop this assault. Some hoplites here as well. Tech 1 point defenses for the little one. Getting taken out, getting outranged. The little one retreats. And this push continues. A couple mask ejectors will be lost, plus some nice reclaim for Duris if he chooses to take it. Duris still making hoplites, manti, and now ASF. Don't really, yeah. The tech 3 engineer is going to go for tech 3 power. And of course restorers for the little one. Actually a restore already in the field with 3 kills. So we're going to see restorers versus a land. One thing to say about the little one's game so far, he's been very minimal on land, only using it when he needs it. For example, want to put it into ghettos. It looks like self-destruction here on those units. Doesn't want to feed the restorers. An ASF versus restorers. Restorers doing a good job. One of these restorers almost died. 13 kills on it. But 9,000 health for this unit. See, it's only 2,400 for ASF. Very difficult to kill. Huge advantage for Aeon. Tech 2 ACU behind some walls. Now we see a whole bunch of scouts. But Tech 2 flag here at the back door for Duris in case the restorers come in. So you should have plenty of Tech 2 flag all over the place. Just for restore emergencies. Looks like the little one has switched to ASF. He's also making an air staging facility to repair his resties. It looks like this force is for the most part demoralized, although there are some tech deflects here for Duris. So he might try his luck. There wasn't too many restorers for the little one. Together with some ASF, those two tech deflects should be able to play defense. So we should see Duris push forward. More tech deflect being produced. It's multiple tech 2 factories, one for flak, one for hoplites. But Duris not being aggressive, pulling back. And constant scouting, it seems, from the little one. So yeah, here we're seeing the restore being repaired on the air pad. This is something you always want to do. Especially with a unit like the restore, so it looks like still no more restores. And the little one going tech 3 perhaps with the ACU. And whenever the little one has tech 3 on the ACU, that's a very dangerous unit. Tech 3 power nearly completed for Duris, and Duris, now with this much power, has many options. He might go for experimental. He can also make a very big air spam. But currently he has big problems with restorers. Restorers have taken out the tech 2 flak that was in this position. So we should see this ASF from Duris do something about this, but so far the restorers just came in and killed. The little one is going to continue. There is flak here to defend with. And we just saw a restorer get killed. And it looks like Duris now once again at tech 3 stage is going to take air. It's going to be very close. Actually, it looks like neither player is really going to be victorious here. Both players pulling back. The little one now getting tech 3 power. And a push on the ground with a couple of hoplites through the top for Duris. There's all these tech 1 mask extractors that are very vulnerable. Restorer going into that position. Some tech to flak for support. Should take that out first. And another restorer going to the bottom. Engineers for the little one picking up free mass. This Resty getting hit by a whole bunch of tech 1 onto air, which really doesn't matter. Meanwhile, a spider has been started by Duris here, minute 19. He has a huge eco. So plus 144 mass, plus 5,000 power, 13,000 reclaimed. See, plus 180 mass, 10,000 reclaimed, and plus 5,000 power dead even, but mass advantage for the little one, which could be very interesting. I mean, he's already also started a GC, so it looks like both players going for experimental, and there's no way the spider could be finished and brought into the base before the little one finishes the GC. And the this is some great bombs. I'm sorry, I'm missing this. Strat bombers from Duris hitting a couple of these power generators and then engineers, although they didn't hit the tech 3 power, so it's really not that bad. But a bit of a loss of build capacity for the little one. And of course, strat bombers, making those strat bombers and losing them right away means the little one has a chance to regain a bit of this air control. And the restorer is still playing very good defense. It's a very even game now. See self-destruction of some manti. They're going to be turned back into mass. And this rushing the spider is really not going to do much for Duris. We see the GC about 2/3 of the way done, and ASF spam for the little one. He's really not upgrading much past tech 2. While we're seeing a lot of mass capping for Duris, should give him a bigger mass income pretty soon. He's finished the spider. He's going for the second. Some tech 3 engineers for the little one. Here, minute 22. The restorers continue to harass, protected by SF. And here comes the spider. Scouting from Duris. You should see the GC. So I guess the next thing we might see is some nukes. Something a little more tricky, or one player trying to win air, maybe go completely into air. So far both players kind of split between air production and experimentals, which means really neither strategy is gonna be victorious. Basically whoever attacks right now is gonna feed the other player a whole bunch of mass. And offensively the restorers won't be able to do anything against the Tech 2 flak. And of course, unless you bring a whole bunch of flak with you, which Duris actually is doing. And there goes the restorer. Nice chunk of mass, but of course this GC will get a little bit of variancy. 2 spiders nearly complete. While making more restorers, he's got multiple Tech 3 power. Upgrading some mass structures to Tech 3. This is actually a very vulnerable spot for him. If Duris was able to drop here as well as here on the sides, there is pretty good air for a little one, and he can respawn very quickly with the restorers, but still might as well do something like this. The GC is thinking about moving up. He's going to be pulled back. Plenty of reclaim here for TLO's engineers. And I will actually speed this up now. Looking at TLO's base plus 200, plus about 6,500, 15,000 reclaimed. See the build capacity, only about 60 engineers. The ACU's got a shield on it, pretty difficult to kill, and he's got more Tech 3 power plant plus some anti-nukes. See, that was a massive scouting effort. Duris completes another spider. He's got Tech 3 on the ACUs, just over 200 in terms of mass production. So both players in terms of their eco very similar. Now here come the restorers. Killing off any of the expanding engineers for Duris. So both players losing all the metal mass extractors. Just the one left over. And Duris now got these 2 spiders, which means that the GC won't be able to do much, but meanwhile the restorers coming in, completely disrespecting all this flak. A Tech 2 flak is going to come in. Meanwhile the restorers have killed 6 Tech 2 mass extractors. Actually 5. Going for the 6th now. Will not be able to finish it off. And we saw the ASF from Duris have some success. Looks like the TLO tried to draw in Duris Air Force, and looks like Duris took the bait. No reason for Duris to have come here. He had a much better place to fight. All those strat bombers are coming in from Duris. Not really sure what those are going to attack. They attacked a bunch of ground. Completely missed. And this ASF battle, Duris is going to lose. Completely overkill. You only need 2 strat bombers to kill. 2 Cybran strat bombers to kill a mass extractor. So pretty ineffective strat bombers. Or perhaps here they'll, yeah, just two Tech 2 mass extractors killed. The restorers were much more deadly. See Tech 2 engineers going straight back to Tech 2 for Duris. This is actually a Tech 3 mass extractor. And this is also a Tech 3. It's a nice attack from Duris, but nothing too major. More spiders for Duris. He's also sitting on an anti-nuke here, minute 30. Anti-nuke for TLO nearly done. TLO now going for a nuke. GC for defense. And an air battle that looks like Little One has lost over his own base, but his ASF won't get to live too long. We got 2 spiders in the field. We got the 3rd one just completed. 4th one started. The nuke nearly complete for the Little One, and once you get 3-4 spiders, a single GC is really no longer safe. Although we do see the ACU with the shield perhaps can put some overcharges in, but that's just too many spiders. Purely an ASF spam from the Little One. See the nuke taking 4500 power. If you want to make nukes, you got to get a lot of Tech 3 power. But Duris does have an anti-nuke. It's halfway done with its missile. Surprisingly, Tech 1 power not recycled for Duris. These spiders ready to go in. A lot of Tech to flag for protection. But looks like 4 is going to be the number, so it's 4 spiders. Now Duris has started a megalith. The spiders are moving out to the top. Little One is going to start yet another GC. Gotta say, this game has really slowed down the last few minutes. Both players just looking at each other and building more stuff. We do see Duris moving in to the top and the bottom with the spiders, so he's got many options. But once Little One gets another GC, but at this point, if he just goes in against a single GC, Duris might have a lot of success. Looks like the spiders from the top are going in, as well as spiders from the bottom. These are stealthy, so they could surprise the Little One. You can see the Little One, he does have Omni, so he sees them coming in. He's nearly done with the GC, and this is some wasted time by Duris. You see the spiders using their range, trying to take out the shields, the Little One rebuilding. And air really not an option for the Little One to play defense with because of all the flak. Although in this position, it could be a good idea to get a whole bunch of mercies. Because Tech to flak a little too slow to kill the mercies when you hit from the front. The mercies easily. Oh, and this is Strat bombers now from Duris. Now Little One having to retreat. Spiders are moving in. 2 GCs are ready to go. This is good stuff from TLO. Running behind the shield just in time. He's got a single GC left over. And this spider is nearly full health. It will take a couple overcharges to kill it. Strat bombers coming in. TLO still has a pretty good shield. He's got an overcharge now. He's got one more. That was ridiculously close. I think, yeah, there was one more overcharge and TLO would have lived. So pretty nice finish to this one. TLO nearly pulled it off. He would have had so much reclaim for himself. Didn't lose any Tech 3 power. But this is the victorious spider for Duris, so hopefully people enjoyed this one.